Does it not make you mad how everybody's trying their best to put on this act of being cool, this act of being reserved, this act of aura farming? What the hell is wrong with people nowadays? How am I going to a party? How am I going to a club? How am I going to an event and people are just stood up, posted up against the wall? Niggas just posted up against the wall, looking like this, just looking around, doing their best to look cool, chest out, arms back, shoulders back. Just I'm an aura farmer. Yeah, I'm an aura farmer. You're in a place where you're supposed to be dancing, socializing, speaking to people, getting to know people, making connections. And now we're in a generation and time where everybody's more isolated than ever. And it makes sense. People don't want to fucking talk no more. This is why I hate you niggas. This is why I hate you people who put on this facade of not having any opinion. You just be quiet, just... What the hell's wrong with you, bro? Like, make it make sense, please. The last few parties I've gone to, the last few club events, social events I've gone to, they should change them from social event, social club, night out, to just aura farming event or some shit. I don't know, bro. That is the time we're in. We are in a nonchalant epidemic. Yes, I said it. We are in a nonchalant epidemic. I find it more and more rare to find somebody who's actually expressive and somebody who's actually themselves. To find people that genuinely like speaking. People that genuinely like being their true selves. People are made fun of for being their true selves. You're made fun of for expressing your true interests. You're made fun of for expressing your true personality, your true energy, for being your true self. Bro, one of the worst parties I've ever gone to, my friend hits me up. He's like, oh, yo, there's this event going on. It's gonna be a bunch of bad bitches. It's gonna be a bunch of dudes. It's gonna be a bunch of people. We're gonna have the time of our lives. I'm like, bet, say less, I'm there. We get ready, we go there. We get to the place. It wasn't even a big venue. In fact, my room is probably bigger than the venue. Actually, maybe about the same size, something like that. There's a bunch of people. There's about 200 guys. Like, it's more guys than women, basically. There's like 20 women, right? All we're seeing, no one is dancing except for a few girls. A few girls that they're having the time of their lives in the middle of the thing. Yeah. They're having the time of their fucking lives, right? All the dudes are stood up against the fucking wall, just watching the women, just there, like this. What the hell? Me and my friends are there like, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this? Nobody's speaking to nobody. Nobody's trying to be social. Nobody's trying to be actively putting themselves out there because, oh, I want to be cool. I'm aura farming. Yeah, I'm aura farming. People are living more on the internet than they live in reality. Do you know how many people I see in reality, in real life, try to put on this act like they're so above conversation. You're so above socialization. You are so above being a part of people, being involved. What is wrong with you people? Genuinely, what is wrong with you? To be honest with you, to be fair, I've gone through a phase where I thought this was the way. When I was trying to get better at dating, I used to look on advice on YouTube, right? All the time, on the internet. How to get girls to like me. Oh, you need to be the cool, mysterious dude. You need to be the silent, strong type. You gotta be that guy who's you just say all the right things. You say 2 words and then the women go, oh, I'm getting wet. That's what they'll say to you. That's the advice that used to be there 5, 6, 7 years ago, right? When the PUA guys were the prominent and the popping thing, right? Imagine me, right? My little 17, 18-year-old self looking fat as fuck, sad as fuck, just there like, what's up, girl? Wink, wink. And of course, girls are just there like, hi, I'm good. How are you, Nicholas? Cool. You know. So, I cringe at myself, bro. Like, genuinely, like, what was I trying to fucking do? That is not who you are. That is not who I am. I don't think anybody's actually this way. There are people who are this way, don't get it twisted. I think maybe they need to be around certain people to be comfortable, but there's some people who are performatively doing this nonchalantness. There are some people who are performatively trying to make it seem like they are so above socialization. They're so above social situations. They're so above it. People need to come to them. Oh, sorry, your highness. We need to come to you. We need to, you know what? In fact, let me bring out the red carpet for you. In fact, let me bring out all the baddies for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for even existing. I'm sorry for being in your presence. I'll bow, my king, my queen. Is that what you want me to fucking say? Fuck you, bitch. I hate this shit. Genuinely, I miss the time when you would go to a social event, you would go to a party, and people are actually dancing. People are actually having a good time. People are actually there like, oh my god, this is a party. This is amazing. This is an event. This is a festival. If instead now, you just get people there trying to stand there looking flipping cool. We need to go back to a time where everybody is themselves and they're comfortable with it and they're fine with it. Let me tell you guys something now, right? You can try to put on this act of trying to be nonchalant. You can put on this act, right, of trying to reserve yourself, of trying to not say your true opinions, of trying to not reveal your true personality. Maybe because you want to impress a certain girl. Maybe you're a girl, watch this. Maybe you want to impress a certain guy. How to be nonchalant. Here's how I became nonchalant. Maybe you want to be somebody you're not so you can impress certain people. They will never like you anyway. Sorry to break it to you, twin. If you feel as if you have to change who you are at core, if you feel like you have to change who you are internally to get somebody, to impress somebody, to be liked by somebody, to be gotten by somebody, to be respected by somebody, you are not gonna mesh with those people. You and those people are not meant to be together. There are people who love you for the way you are right now. There are people who love you for the energetic self you are, the abrasive self you are. Look at me now. I seem like I'm on fucking drugs, but I'm not on drugs, right? Well, maybe like caffeine or something, but that's me. This is me, okay? I am not somebody who just stands there, right, trying to look like Piccolo or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Oh, we see the fit Piccolo. Nigga, you look stupid. You look goofy. You know, a lot of the times, yeah, when I've had women actually come up to me and want to be involved in my little group of friends that I'm with, it's because we're there in an event or we're there just genuinely enjoying the time, right? Enjoying the music, enjoying the environment, enjoying the vibe, and actually just dancing, having the time of our lives, right? And then you see other guys like will be looking at us around, oh mad, school faced and shit, because we're the ones that are getting the girls. Bro, we ain't even trying, bro. We're just being ourselves. When you're yourself, you attract things. You attract people. Your energy is contagious. People can sense, oh, you know what? This person is being his true self. He's not trying to look cool. He's not trying to be reserved. He's being him. I'm gonna go towards him. I'm gonna flock towards him. I'm gonna flock towards her. That's how energy works. When you're there trying to, I'm gonna put on an act. Yeah, so I'm gonna be reserved, and then people are gonna think that I'm cool, and then women are gonna say to me, oh, hey, what's your name? Josh. Oh my God. Nigga, please, this ain't the fucking movies. You know you have to conversate with people, right? The coolest people that I know is people that are themselves. The coolest people the most memorable people in my head are people that are genuinely themselves. People that have a personality. Isn't it sad we live in a time where for you to remember somebody, they just have to be themselves? Isn't that sad? Most people are not memorable because they're putting on an act. Most people are not memorable because they're just boring. Being nonchalant is boring as fuck. Being fucking reserved performatively is boring as fuck. I don't mesh with performative people or flipping reserved people or cool people. In fact, let's talk about what's cool, right? What does it actually mean to be cool? Being cool, just like looks, is subjective. Some people think I'm God's gift to the earth. I don't blame them because, I mean, you know? Some people think I'm the ugliest parasite ever put on this earth. And to those people, I have a simple message.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
For you, right, to find somebody cool, that means that whatever you value is what makes them cool. Maybe you've got the same fandom. Maybe you're both into Dragon Ball. Maybe you're both into cartoons. Maybe you're both into tennis. Maybe you're both into badminton. I don't know who the fuck is into badminton, but maybe you're both into that shit, right? And you're passionate and you're yourself. Guys, we have one life. We have one life. You want to remember all your years by being a performative weirdo, by being somebody who was just pretending to be something he's not. Really? That's how you want to remember yourself? By being somebody who was performatively putting on this act because you wanted to impress a specific person. Why do we give people so much power to where we're like, oh, I'm gonna change my entire being. I'm gonna change who I am at core to try and impress you. Why do we do that shit? I caught myself here and I realized, wait, hold on a second. Rewind. I am here trying to be somebody I'm not to get somebody who is also somebody they're not. What? People who like you are going to like you, no matter what. Flaws and all. Your flaws are what make you beautiful. Your flaws are what make you unique. Your expressiveness, your energy. Guys, I remember having to dim myself down when I was around the wrong people. I remember feeling like I'm isolated, like I can't fully. If you have that feeling where you feel like you can't truly be yourself, those are not your people. I know you're afraid to be alone. I know you're afraid to not have any friends or to be isolated, but those are not your people. There are people out there who love the real version of you. All my friends that I have now, I don't need to pretend to be something I know. I don't need to pretend to be reserved. I don't need to pretend to be cool. I don't need to preserve or reserve myself. I don't need to act like somebody who I'm not for their acceptance. That is how you curate your entire friendship group. That's how you curate everybody who's around you. Anybody who doesn't like the true me, I don't have in my life. If you don't like me for me, that's fine. That is absolutely, completely, and utterly fine. But I'm an open book. I know I'm not pretending to be anything I'm not. I know I'm not pretending to be somebody I'm not. I know I'm not here trying to put on this act of nonchalantness, this act of coolness, right? I talk openly. Bro, I'm not somebody who, I want to get into combat sports, but I don't know how to fight. Right? I'm not going to pretend to sit here and be a tough guy. Yeah, I'm macho, man. I'm a tough guy just because I got big muscles. Look at my chest. I can make my chest bounce. There are many people who have so much insecurity they feel like they need to repress themselves. They have so much insecurity they feel like what's being cool is an image. Many people work so tirelessly throughout the day to maintain a certain image, to maintain a certain lifestyle, right? They're faking every single aspect of their life, and they're working 20 times harder to maintain their lifestyle. Do you know how easy it would be for me to sit here, plan out videos, be like, okay, so I'm gonna make videos. Let me look at what's trending, right? Okay, I know who I am, right? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at what's trending, right? What's trending right now? Make clickbait ass thumbnails, clickbait ass titles, just so I can run up my views, get my views up, blow my channel up, and then, yeah, I'm finally that dude. Many people do that shit. That ain't me. I will curate and build this channel organically if it takes me a decade. I don't care. That is what's gonna make me memorable. That's what's gonna make me, let's say I die tomorrow, right? I'm proud of the videos that I've made. I'm proud of the organic growth that I've had. Let's say God forbid something bad happens to me and I stop posting videos. All the videos you guys will be able to watch, all this content you'll be able to see, you can say, okay, this guy genuinely was being himself. This guy was genuinely just being him. This is why the old YouTube is the greatest thing ever, because nobody was trying to do anything for money. Nobody was trying to do anything for the sponsorships. People were just being themselves, making videos because they love making videos, because they genuinely just want to share their lives. When you're around the right people, the right environment, the right friendship group, they want you to embrace your weirdness. They want you to embrace your abrasiveness. They want you to embrace and be open about the fact that you ain't a perfect person. You are not somebody who is nonchalant. You know? I've seen many searches, because you know when you're making YouTube content, right? You have an analytics page where it basically shows you what most people are searching. How to date somebody who's nonchalant. How to become nonchalant. Why are people nonchalant? Who knows? You need to understand with a lot of things, it's about psychology as well. Okay? When somebody's being reserved, in your head, you perceive them as if they're greater than you. Or the reason why this person is acting hard to get is because they're better than me. No, they're just a weirdo. Okay? People who want you ain't gonna fucking sit there. Yeah, what you saying, girl? You know, man, I had somebody who I used to go to the gym with, right? Bro was like, hey man, you overshare on the internet. You need to stop sharing all these things on the internet. And what I said to him was, bro, listen to me. I can put on an act. I can, like what most people are doing, 99% of people are doing, I can put on an act and say, my life is all good and dandy. I'm not in any bad financial situation. My dating life is amazing. Everything is great. And put on this facade. And everybody will buy it. And everybody will be like, wow, I want to be like this guy one day. Or I can be real. Because we only live once. Are you not ashamed though? Are you not embarrassed? Embarrassed of what? My reality? Embarrassed of sharing my truth? Embarrassed of speaking my truth? Embarrassed of being my true self? Why the fuck would I be embarrassed of that? Right? If you're so embarrassed to be your true self to the point where you feel like you need to be somebody else, you've got some deep self-work to do. You've got some deep self-reflection to do, you know? Because at the end of the day, all you've got is yourself. And if you can't even be that, then what are you? Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next video, man. Love.